Breaking news. Cameras spotted at the football field. The spot Rebecca Haro claims she was at before she went to the Big 5 store. Come on in, folks. Cameras at the school, 6th Street, facing the football field in the parking lot. They are clearly there. They would have captured everything. We're talking about the case of 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, who the mother claims was kidnapped at a Big 5 store last Thursday, a little after 7 p.m., Yucaipa, California. Mother claims that the little toddler baby, Jake, her husband, and Jake's older son were at a football game. And then after that, she left the football game alone with the child and went about 1.5 to 2 miles away to the Big 5, where she claims the little boy was kidnapped while she was changing him by a guy that rolled up to her and said, "Hola," and punched her and took the child. No one believes that story. Everyone is retracing the steps of Rebecca, however, and trying to figure out what in the heck is going on. The child is still missing. Now, I'm going to show you the camera footage on Google Maps, and then also there is a private investigator out there by the name of SF Investigates. Go check him out on X. He's there, boots on the ground now. He's getting the coverage. He's getting the footage. He drove the route from the football field to the Big 5. It took him 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Under 4 minutes. That's it. And along that route, you can see other cameras all over the place. So if this timeline in fact took place, Rebecca would have been seen. I'm going to share this footage with you and then we'll further discuss. Check it out.
So this is the location of the football practice. So this will be the drive to, this morning there's a camera there. To the drive to the Big 5. So that's actually a police station. So I'm sure they got cameras. There's one camera right there. So they'd be able to see her making this turn. And be able to track her. There's down the front of that building. And then, you know, there's various cameras. There's one there. These rental places always have tons of cameras facing. There's two right there. They have tons of cameras because of the equipment. Gas stations most likely got 360 cameras. the camera that most likely got her in the parking lot is that jewelry store right there. And this is the parking lot for the Big Five. That's the Big Five there. So.
All right, this is Google Maps of Yucaipa, California. Let's just zoom it out for people that are watching from around the world on JLR Investigates. We appreciate you. West Coast of the United States. Big Five. This is the location, Yucaipa, where Rebecca claims a man rolled up on her and said, "Hola," punched her and took baby Emmanuel, 7 months old. Big Five parking lot last Thursday, a little after 7 p.m. Now, the video you just saw was SF Investigates, private investigator. He started out over here. On 6th Street. Right here, this is the location of the field. The football field. Right here. Boom. Here you are. Right here. The football field. Right here. This was the football field. 6th Street. Right? It's about 3 minutes and 45 seconds away from the Big Five. Now, if you look at the parking lot here, big parking lot. This is a school. And on the school, you can see, and we'll zoom it in, boom, right there in the center of the screen, a surveillance camera, a video camera, just like SF said in his video as he was passing out of the parking lot. So, that camera faces the entire parking lot where everyone parks. And even if you parked on the street, it'd probably capture that too. But you know that Rebecca, if she took the baby here, she ain't gonna park far away, right? She's gonna park somewhere in this parking lot like everyone else would do that would attend this game. Now the question is, what did the surveillance footage pick up? Did it show Rebecca leaving the truck at all with the baby to go outside to attend this football game? Did it only show Jake and the older child going? Who did it show? Did Rebecca leave the vehicle at all? At all. Can the camera capture any type of footage showing who exactly was in that truck that day? This is the key right here. This right here, this surveillance is probably key, and I'm sure investigators have the footage. And this is at a school, so it's safe to say that it's working. It's working. I don't see how surveillance camera at a school could not work. So the question is, what happened that day? When exactly did Rebecca leave this parking lot area to go out here onto 6, and then look at that dot way in the distance there. Go out here and drive to the Big Five, right? Drive to the Big Five. So along the route, you can see residential homes. I'm sure the homes around here will also corroborate the timeline, because the sister of Jake claims that Rebecca left at about 7 p.m. 7 p.m. to go to the Big Five, which the video you just saw takes less than 4 minutes. It means she left at 7, 7:04, 7:05 at the most. The call for the baby being kidnapped by authorities to the authorities responded 7:47 was when the call came through. So, assuming that the baby was in the vehicle, which most people don't believe. Nobody believes that the baby was even there. But if the baby was in the vehicle, was there any stops in between? Did Rebecca stop anywhere in between? Did she go right to the Big Five? Or did she make other stops, then go to the Big Five? Because the call, 7:47, the timing and the math does not match, folks. It doesn't match. Because if she arrived there, she would arrive there at the very latest at 7:05. It would take a few minutes to even change a baby. It's not going to take 40 minutes. What, did she just get knocked out immediately and was out cold for a half hour? I don't think so, folks. something's not making sense here unless she arrived much later after she took the baby somewhere else. But was the baby even here at the football game to begin with? There's surveillance around here on, surveillance on the street here. Surveillance right here. This is Yucaipa Boulevard. Businesses, Starbucks, Taco Bell, a lot of cameras around here will be able to pinpoint, and then you just turn here and you go down the road and it takes you to Big Five, the Big Lots area parking lot. But let's go check it out. Let's go look. Let's see what we got. Let's take a stroll down this route. We'll go towards the Big Five. But you can see businesses, as SF investigates points out, nothing around here. Don't know how old this map is. It says April 2024. So you're zooming along. She would have been seen. Easily be seen. Right? A lot of businesses along the way. A lot of these businesses have security cameras on their business, on the side, to prevent theft, to prevent crime, liability purposes, to protect themselves in case people make accusations. Yeah. Roll up here. There's more businesses here. Look at this. We're just looking around. So many businesses around here. So there's nothing really on that side, but she would have probably took this route. This is, like SF Investigate says, the most logical route. What is this? What is this? Oh, cameras right here. Beauty salon. You could see it. Cameras. That would be able to pinpoint when Rebecca passed through, right? Keep strolling. Got businesses. We'll see what else we got. Nothing really on the other side, so we're going to concentrate more over here in this general area. More businesses. I'm sure there's surveillance. Let's see. Don't see none there. This looks like some sort of different businesses here. Little plaza. Let's stroll on. Let's go on. We're getting towards burgers. Burger joint. Looks like a burger joint. What's this? Mega Burgers. Yep, I see cameras there. Cameras all over the place. And as we heard from the lawyer, there's cameras right there on the auto care. So, more cameras. And as you heard from the lawyer across the street at the liquor store, they obtained camera. But the way the San Bernardino County sheriffs put out in their tweets, they're saying they obtained numerous cameras. So, the route is not that long. We'll continue to look. Most of these businesses here look like they have some sort of cameras on the building. Absolutely. And then don't forget all the traffic lights, probably license plate readers. Cameras. See what I'm saying? Cameras. You can see cameras. Yep. Cameras. We'll continue to go. Colors change because the map changes over time. We are on Yucaipa. Let's scroll down. Let's continue to look around. Pizza Hut. Sure, Pizza Hut has cameras too. I'm shocked that the Big Five didn't have cameras though. A lot of people want to know why Big Five didn't have cameras, right? Why not? Let's scroll on. What are we looking at? I know a lot of you want to know if there's cameras. Looks like a parts store, but at least you get to understand the businesses around here too. She had to pass through multiple businesses to get from the football field to the Big Five. Let's scroll out here. But see, the Big Five is right here. So there's significant distance. My point is, and I won't take you much longer through, but you could see she's going to be seen.
The bottom line is she going to be seen for sure. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, she would have been seen. We stopped halfway along Yucaipa, but there was business after business after business that had surveillance. Somebody seen something. She took that route. That's the route. If she's even telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But we don't know what the truth is. They're not cooperating with investigators. We're talking about Rebecca and Jake, the husband, the two prime suspects in the disappearance of little Emmanuel. And authorities validated that today, said they're more than welcome to come and cooperate because the attorney for them, or the attorney for Jake, Vincent Hughes, is saying they're cooperating. They've given up their devices and their passcodes. The car was seized, the truck, right? The truck was seized. They haven't had the truck back since this incident. But authorities put out that they aren't cooperating. And a matter of fact, the dad lawyered up. And the dad refused to allow her to take a polygraph. Why? Vincent Hughes says polygraphs are inadmissible in court, so it doesn't matter anyway. Well, guess what? If you are being blamed for something, you should take a polygraph. You got nothing to hide. Where's this little child? And was the child ever there that day? I don't think so, folks. I don't think so. And you would think that authorities would share some surveillance showing that proof of life of that child before the Big Five, just to show us what the child looked like and what the child was wearing. And we haven't seen any footage whatsoever. I don't even think Emmanuel made it to Yucaipa that day. Let me know what you think. We are covering the footsteps of this, scouring the net. People out there, boots on the ground, will continue to analyze what they're putting out there and put the pieces together to help find Emmanuel. If you have any credible information, contact the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office, the Riverside County Sheriff's Office, FBI, your local police. This little boy needs to be found. What do you think happened? I am JLR Investigates. We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.